If you enjoy carefully researched true crime stories that separate confirmed facts from ongoing investigations, subscribe for more cases, breaking crime updates, and deep dives into mysteries from around the world. Because sometimes the smallest decision can lead to the biggest mystery.
Welcome. Let's dive in.
Most disappearances begin with unanswered questions. This one began with something almost everyone has done: buying something online. On May 20th, Zafar Mawani and Guillermo Ortiz walked out of their home in Mexico City, expecting to complete what should have been an ordinary transaction. The Chicago couple had relocated to Mexico just months earlier, looking forward to a new chapter together. Their destination wasn't mysterious. They were going to purchase a chairlift for Mawani's elderly mother. It was supposed to make her life easier. Instead, it became the last trip anyone would ever see them take. The chairlift sellers allegedly asked the couple to meet at Mawani's mother's home, where they claimed the equipment was being installed. Nothing about the request appeared especially unusual. To stay safe, the couple shared their live location with a trusted friend before leaving. Then, everything stopped. The location stopped updating. Their phones went silent. No calls, no messages. No explanation. Friends and family suddenly had no way of knowing where they had gone. Authorities soon issued missing person alerts. Investigators traced the couple's last known movements to an area south of Mexico City, near the mountain region surrounding La Marquesa National Park. The wooded landscapes stretched for miles. Dense forests. Remote properties. Few witnesses. Every passing day reduced the chances of finding them alive. Yet investigators refused to give up. Multiple agencies joined the search, combining resources in hopes of finding answers. But what they eventually uncovered was far worse than anyone imagined. Nearly a month after the couple disappeared, investigators searched a property in La Marquesa, near Ocoyoacac on the outskirts of Mexico City. Buried beneath the ground, they found a mass grave. Inside were 4 bodies. Nearby, investigators also reportedly recovered a human limb. The discovery immediately transformed the missing person investigation into a major homicide case. Authorities believe 2 of the victims were Zafar Mawani and Guillermo Ortiz, while the other 2 appeared to be a married couple who had not yet been publicly identified. At that stage, officials continued DNA testing to formally identify every victim. For weeks, loved ones had hoped for good news. Instead, they were forced to prepare for the unimaginable. Members of Mawani's family later identified the couple as 2 of the victims found in the grave. A close family friend also confirmed their deaths while updating supporters online. Even then, relatives urged patience as investigators continued their work. They asked for privacy while authorities completed the formal identification process. As investigators pieced together the evidence, arrests quickly followed. 5 suspects were taken into custody. Among them was a former police officer identified as Yesenia V., who investigators reportedly believe led a kidnapping and robbery group. Authorities also arrested 4 additional suspects. According to investigators, officers recovered ammunition, narcotics, and a black suitcase during the operation. 2 other suspects, identified in reports as Gabriel M. and Roberick, both described as being of Venezuelan origin, were also linked to the investigation into the couple's disappearance. Investigators are still working to determine each suspect's exact role. Investigators continue examining whether the chairlift advertisement was genuine or whether it was created specifically to lure victims. They are also working to determine whether the 4 victims were connected in any way before their deaths, or whether they simply crossed paths with the same criminal organization. DNA testing continues for all victims recovered from the grave. Authorities have not yet publicly released every identity as the investigation moves forward. For Zafar Mawani and Guillermo Ortiz, the day began with an act of kindness: helping an elderly parent, running an ordinary errand. The kind of task millions of people complete every day without giving it a second thought. But according to investigators, somewhere between that final meeting and their destination, everything changed. A simple purchase became a missing person case. A missing person case became a homicide investigation. And a quiet wooded property outside Mexico City became the center of one of the area's most disturbing criminal investigations. As detectives continue searching for answers, one heartbreaking reminder remains: sometimes the most ordinary plans can conceal the deadliest dangers.
If you enjoy carefully researched true crime stories that separate confirmed facts from ongoing investigations, subscribe for more cases, breaking crime updates, and deep dives into mysteries from around the world. Because sometimes the smallest decision can lead to the biggest mystery.